Good morning. I am Muammar from TE10 Group 3. Along with me, Sulaiman, Min, Jiaqing, and Jaren will present some insights on Singapore's diversity and inclusion culture. Here is a breakdown of what each of us will be presenting. I'll first share on our interviewees' identities. Our first three interviewees shared that having the foreigner label made them feel stigmatized and excluded. For example, Miss Hannah struggles to work when her boss always displays conformity bias by agreeing with her Singaporean colleagues who told her to stop stealing Singaporeans' jobs. On top of that, she has to work more hours and still earn less than them daily. It has been an ongoing problem where Singaporeans are kiasu and feel insecure to have their dream job taken by outsiders. As a minority Shia and not Sunni Muslim in Singapore, she is often excluded from group meetings and dinings. During the pandemic, she received comments such as "you look like a ghost" when she wears her mask with her hijab. Moving on, Miss Chloe's colleagues express aggression and affinity bias to her because of her lower education status from Malaysia and their different nations' cultural interests. As for Miss Vicky, she received microaggressions from her Singaporean colleagues for speaking Singlish poorly. In addition, she is looked down upon appearance and rarely gets the opportunity to demonstrate her competent skills. Next, Miss Sanji's 46 years of age makes her colleagues assume she has weak technological skills. She continues to see their confirmation bias when she is given only admin matters while her male colleagues enjoy doing the hands-on work. Lastly, Miss Rishi is insulted by her workmates who repeatedly avoid being near her just because she's an Indian. Being disabled with amputee, she receives a smaller pay due to her limitations in movement and tasks she could carry out. From our interview, we realized that nationality and gender are the top two diversity challenges faced in Singapore's workplace. However, my group will discuss more on race as we feel strongly about it, especially since Singapore is a multiracial country. Over to you, Sulaiman.
With 40% of the company's talent being from other nations, there might be a communication barrier or gap between the different races which will impact the company's cohesive work environment. Therefore, we felt that there's a need for the implementation of the D&I strategy, diverse and inclusive workplace, which goal is to build a work environment whereby everyone is fairly treated and are able to find their sense of belonging to work well together. So for our D&I strategy, diverse and inclusive workplace, it will help to solve the issue of minority voices not being heard through the training of the management level to accept feedback and evaluation, which will benefit the employees as they will feel more respected by the company, and it will allow minority voices to be heard and increasing engagement with the employees. The strategy will also help to resolve issues faced by minorities such as barriers to growth and development by providing every employee with mentorship programs. The employees will have someone to rely on and cheer them up when they are faced with inclusivity issues, and employees will also learn new skills and knowledge from their mentors. The feedback system is targeted towards the employees of minority races which might face discrimination or unfair treatment. This feedback system provides them a platform for them to voice out their opinions towards their supervisors or co-workers, which may be unconscious bias towards other employees and neglects the minority due to their differences. Through this feedback system, a constructive feedback can be provided and sent to the management level, which will help to improve the company by creating a more cohesive and happy work environment that will increase productivity in work when the employees feel more engaged and well respected. So there's a total of 5 steps into setting up the feedback system. Firstly, you'll be setting up the online feedback system online And then you'll be ensuring that the feedback system is always available to all the employees, including the minority races. Thirdly, you'll be putting out announcements in common areas such as your pantry to gather attention and raise awareness on regarding the system, because it's a new system that's going to be implemented towards the company. Fourthly, you'll be compulsory evaluation to give praise or constructive feedback for the supervisors or in charge of co-workers every 3 months, so that you will reach a certain amount of participation within the company. Lastly, if multiple report or feedback were made towards a certain employee or manager, this will lead to investigation on the case and necessary actions will be implemented towards the person. So regarding the feedback system, a similar feedback system to prove that this system will work will be Facebook's implementation of the performance management system, which is a biannual 360 reviews for every employee. This system constantly provides employees with performance feedback and is wanted by 87% of their employees, and it aids in engagement and provides constructive feedback and recognition for the employees, which is similar to the feedback system that is going to be implemented in the SME company stated in Singapore.
Hi guys, today I'll be presenting about a strategy to help create a diverse and inclusive workplace. My strategy is to implement a mentorship program where mentors will help the mentees to thrive and increase their visibility for leadership opportunities. This strategy will help create a meaningful, diverse, and equal work environment where all the employees feel that they belong in the workplace regardless of race, gender, religion, or nationality. Here is the step-by-step guide on how to implement mentorship program within organization. First is to create a registration questionnaire that collects information like role, experience level, and the skills that employees wanted to develop. Second is by utilizing that information, we will match mentees with mentors based on the skills they wanted to develop and the experience that mentors had. Thirdly is to include customizable mentoring session agendas such as setting career goals, role sharing, skill development, and each agenda will include guiding questions, links to relevant articles, tech talks, or other resources to help the mentees and mentor have a meaningful and beneficial conversation. They will also be encouraged to determine action items to work through before the next session. Last but not least is to have a feedback system at the end of the program for the purposes of further enhancing the program in the future. There are some great examples of organizations putting diverse mentoring into practice. One such example is King Games. King Game is the creators of Candy Crush. They created a mentorship program called Kicking Class. During this program, they empower their employees to choose their mentors. They leverage the pairing algorithm to form meaningful mentoring relationships. They pair members together for peer training. It delivers training around topics like cultivating a growth mindset, steadying up with confidence, being resilient leaders, and unlocking your personal influencing power. They created over 250 matches, and the feedback was phenomenal. The majority of participants ranked the program 3.9 out of 4.
Having 75% of workers using the feedback system is indeed a great success. As 75% of which is 3/4 of the company, it is enough to get most implementations and feedback from the company. Getting everyone in the company to use the feedback system within 2 years is indeed sufficient as well. So how are we going to reach this goal within a span of 2 years? Well, we are going to get 1,000 employees for a pilot survey to test the feedback system. Next, we are going to ask these 1,000 employees to use the feedback system as a survey. This pilot survey will carry on for 6 months. If the pilot survey for the feedback system runs well, we will get 75% of the feedback survey. For the next 1.5 years, we are going to spend it improving and promoting the feedback system in the company. The feedback survey will be carried out in the company every first working day of the month to give feedback on the last month of working experience, problems in the company, service, etc. All the feedback surveys are done online to not waste paper. After employees gave their feedback from the feedback system, the company will then evaluate the implementations from there. The company will then evaluate the results based on the implementations given by the employees. Companies like Dell have used similar step measures to ensure the company has a good work environment. Before 2015, Dell has been using employee performance reviews to rank their employees and staff workers in the company. This has proven to be biased and unequal to both employees and workers, as some employees might have tensions with one another and rate them the lowest ranking employer or the lowest in the best quality of work. So in 2015, they announced that they are ditching the employee performance review system. Instead, they are planning a continuous feedback system. So they have constructed a continuous performance management process to gain insight and improve the company's activity, identify strengths and suggestions for improvements. With this, everyone gets an opportunity to share their opinions such as their likes and dislikes about the company. From there, Dell can improve based on the implementations given. So far, in 2017, 2 years after the implementations and actions taken to use the continuous performance management, Dell has invented their own continuous performance management and feedback loop, which impacted over 300,000 employees in the company. Their feedback system has helped to gain insights and improve their company's meeting room technology, food service, etc., for better services and detect any issues like the company's work environment culture sooner rather than later. Therefore, with the inspiration of Dell's feedback system, we decided to do something similar and use the Dell's feedback system.